Okay, so y'all get back to LA. Tell me how that first day was like. Y'all coming back from LA after the incident that happened in Vegas.
Okay, we went on our to our spot in Southside, and we there, and Big Reggie, he was the captain of the Compton Police. He ran the 4 o'clock shift. I guess he didn't even get to do his fucking roll call good. That motherfucker, he was on my street by 4:10 that day. He ran the stop sign. We got a street and they got a stop sign. This motherfucker ran the stop sign. I'm talking about Reggie Wright Senior, captain of the Compton Police. Pull up on the wrong side of the street, jump out. But when we seen him coming up the street, they had just started that key remote entry. First, you just had to, you know what I'm saying? But they had just started that shit. I think they started that in '96, and I had a Z71 truck. We threw all the guns in there before he got there. And I just locked the door and shit. I had the windows tinted. He pulled up on the wrong side of the street, jump out the car. Hey, Keefe D, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm like, what? He like, tell you something, motherfucker. You killed my son? Spell coming off. I'm coming to get your motherfucking ass. I like, nigga, fuck you. He like, I'm just telling you, motherfucker. Like, damn, he came to threaten my life. Like, nigga, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that let me know that they told the first night. Suge Knight and them told the first night. Because it was the LA Time article. It said Keefe D nephew. So my Colombian connection, after Reggie did that shit to me, my connection called me and told me to meet him on Sepulveda and El Segundo. It was Sepulveda and Rosecrans. It's a Chevron gas station right there. And so I jump in the truck with him and shit. He unfolded the newspaper. Like, man, y'all did that shit? I'm like, no, dog. He like, man. And he like, man, y'all going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Cause the article, he pulled out that LA Times. Keefe D nephew, you Tupac. Yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I hadn't seen a Colombian after then. So I really lost my plug and everything. I was getting like 400 kilos from this dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him after that, but he left me with his workers. So it's a different from being with the boss because the prices changed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I really kind of got it fucked behind that whole situation. But yeah, that's what I had a bad day. It was a bad day that day, for sure. Had the fucking captain. That's the second man in charge of the police force. Then while I was out there meeting him, he had this little gang task force come raid our house, take all our guns and shit. It was just a bunch of dirty shit going on, dude. You know what I'm saying? Suge hired the police to do his hit. Why don't our gang get it up instead of hiring the police? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you wrong, man. That ain't no gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You hired, but the police, as I knew from Compton Police, uh, one of our homies got killed that one day, maybe about 2 or 3 days later from that incident. And so that morning I came to the neighborhood. Me and my homies was in the car, and the dudes I played football with at Compton High. Compton High is a Crip school, and they like it was his name was Robert Williams, named Blue, and the other one was the mayor of Compton. His name was Eric Perridan. They pulled us over. I'm like, man, best thing for y'all to do is stay the fuck out of Compton, dude, because we ain't with that bullshit that's going on down there. So they kept us safe, really. You know what I'm saying? Stay y'all ass out of Compton. They pulled us over and we had guns and everything. They didn't even take us to jail or nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a trip. You know what I'm saying? I guess they felt we needed them because a bunch of that crooked shit going on at that Compton police station. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Just take me through that week where y'all in LA and Tupac is in the hospital. Everything is on the news.
Yeah,
What was your
that dude,
mindset, man?
that MTV man, he made me fucking sick. What's his name? Mike Lipkin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that mother, that Moon Man. Oh, I hated that. You know.
But how was
Yeah.
you with feeling, man? Like Tupac being in there for a whole week, people saying he gonna survive, you
How was I
know.
feeling?
Yeah, like how was you feeling? Like, because everything is on the news, it's rumors going around that Shaw did it. Tupac is in the hospital fighting for his life. Just take me through that entire week where, all this was
Man,
going on.
I'm a crib from the streets, bro. I, you
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm
this
saying?
is a high foul situation, yo. Like everything is on the news, MTV.
Man, I lost my mom at 15.
Right.
Been to the pen at 19. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't nothing I really, I didn't feel nothing. Shit. Just another day I had to keep it moving. Plus I'm responsible for 400 kilos. Shit, that's just part of the business.
So what was your reaction when it was announced that Tupac passed away?
Was my reaction.
Yeah.
Shit, they did a raid the next day. I couldn't do nothing but react. You know what I'm saying? They did a raid on Southside and in the Mall Fire Roofs.
Tell me about that.
Oh, my homeboy, he do grease traps called crown greasing.
Mm-hmm.
That night, he was out there getting his grease. They make gasoline off of used grease now.
Right.
Yeah, he run a grease company. So he happened to be coming in the neighborhood about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and he came knocked on my door. Like, man, it's a sheriff bus up there, gang of FBI, Compton police, and sheriffs up at the donut shop. They finna tear some shit up. I didn't even drive my car. You know what I'm saying? I told him, hold on. I jumped in the grease truck with him. Hey, man, take me to the Metro Rail. And by the time I got to Watts, seeing all that shit on the news, like, damn, I got away. Yeah, but they had raided my house and my sister's house, Lane house. They raided a whole lot of people's house, matter of fact.
But the moment it was announced that Tupac passed away, what was your reaction and what was Orlando's reaction?
And we ain't gonna let them see us sweat, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's giving away the city, you know what I'm saying? This is like telling ourselves. She let me see them sweat, you know?
A war broke out in Compton, right?
Yeah,
After the Tupac murder.
yeah.
Tell me about that.
We lost this dude, he was a Compton he was Compton school police. He thought he was they thought it was a dude named Corey Owens. He came out, the red car pulled up, and they shot him like 30 some times. That's the day that the police had we pulled up maybe about 30 minutes after that happened. And the police pulled us over and told us, stay y'all ass out of Compton. We ain't down with that bullshit what Reggie and them got going on. I'm like, okay. This is the Crip police
Right.
that I went to school with. You know what I'm saying? That I knew. He came and told us. But then on another one, another one of my homies got shot at a store. So then Southside went on an attack. We only lost one person. They lost man, they lost about 9 dudes, dude. We wore them out. They wasn't no competition, really. You know, there wasn't no competition.
Right.
So he really he had the police doing his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that ain't gangster. You know what I'm saying? And once they figured out they couldn't get me, they sick the people from downtown on me. You know what I'm saying? The big boys. And that's wrong, man. Chill should have just kept the shit street. You know what I'm saying? He should have kept the shit street. I really didn't like that. He told the first night. Didn't nobody give me no grief or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They told the first night, man. Keefe D, nephew. The fuck you saying my fucking name for? Trying to kill off the head of the snake, dude. Then they pulled over the 60 keys, you know what I'm saying? His boy Reynolds, that worked for Suge. He's on that right way thing. He pulled over my 60 keys, trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to do anything to get me, you know. But I was sharp, or my knife was sharp, or, you know.
After the Vegas incident, right? You met up with Von Zip in L.A., right?
Yeah, Hot Wings, LA Hot Wings was that on Los Angeles and 3rd? Or is that Melrose? Right around the corner from Pink's. I think that's Melrose.
Oh, I'm from Houston, so I
Oh,
wouldn't.
yeah. Melrose and La Brea right there at the LA Hot Wings.
So tell me about that. How that came about and what was said. Because Puffy called too, right?
Yeah, him and Biggie's wife. What's her name?
Faith
Faith.
Evans.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Them 2 calls and everything.
He just asked, was that us?
Who said that?
Puff did. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, Zip told him, yeah.
What about Faith? What did she say when she called?
That's who they was mostly communicating with. That's who Zip was communicating with.
Oh, okay.
Faith, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened, dude. I told Zip, after Reggie and them raided our houses, Big Reggie and them raided our houses, took our guns and shit. I told what's her name, Zip, that we needed some fucking guns, get us like $10,000. And everybody took that shit and took it to the moon, blew that shit up, Buff owed us $1 million. And you know what I'm saying? That's how that started. The dude next door neighbor that got killed, his name was Corey Owers. He was in one of them dudes in the van with us. And he the one started snitching. Once they killed his fucking neighbor, he got scared and shit like that. Got to snitching like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that was the gun in the flower pot that killed Tupac. You see that word? You watched that movie? You
Right,
said,
right.
I'm sorry. Said with the dog with the gun in his mouth.
Right.
You didn't see that part?
Yeah, I
The
seen that
police?
part.
That's bullshit. You can't even see Compton backyards from the street. It's like that. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is all fabricated like they was protecting his ass. But he did all the snitching. You know what I'm saying? Dirty motherfucker. I trusted him. He's one of my number one workers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just turned out to be a weak motherfucker, you know? And they raided his house in 2001, got a gun out of a flower pot. And he said, that's the gun that killed Tupac. And Greg Caden and that task force, they believed that shit. Then in that unsolved, they met him at the restaurant and tried to arrest him there. He was out. That was bullshit. He was already working with the feds. You know, bunch of bullshit.
Suge Knight, he tried to pay off Orlando Anderson to testify, right?
He didn't try to pay. He did pay him more.
How much?
Gave us like $60,000.
So tell me about that.
One night I was at home and nephew called my phone and said, come up to the lawyer's office with 2 guns. So I go up to Edie Fall office with the 2 guns. I get there, it's Suge, Sergeant Reynolds, Little Reggie keep on saying it was him, but it wasn't him. I know you from your daddy, dude. That was your daddy. Showed up at the what's the name? Showed up at the office, gave us $60,000. It was to say that he didn't kick him and stuff like that, but it was really to get us up off their ass, cause we really wore their ass out. We wore them out, dude. It wasn't even no competition. And he even said it himself. He said we weren't ready for y'all.
And even though Orlando Anderson testified for Suge was still found guilty, right?
Yeah. So we got like 60,000 for nothing, for free. But it was really to stop that war. You know what I'm saying? He even said it that night. His homeboys weren't ready for us.
Okay, so okay.
But she'll know. I know he didn't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know he didn't want that to happen at all. You know, before he even got there, they was already with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wouldn't have let that happen if he would have been in it in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm quite sure he wouldn't have let that happen to my nephew. You know, yeah, he just came at the end and just joined in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.